Eddie Sequeira is an octogenarian, but he looks fit as a fiddle, as if he is ready for another race. A record holder in athletics, his school's record is still not broken, and it is more than 50 or 60 years, and he is still waiting for that athlete to see his own school's record broken in Mumbai. Eddie Sequeira, Olympian, and he was witness to the Munich terrorist strike in the 1972 Olympic Games. And here, Eddie Sequeira is not just an athlete, but he has close connections with Wankhede, SK Wankhede, or Barrister Wankhede, whom Professor Ratnakar Shetty said last week that the Mumbai cricketing fraternity owes a lot to SK Wankhede and Sharad Pawar. And to know more about SK Wankhede, and very recently the Mumbai Cricket Association celebrated the 50 years of Wankhede Stadium with a grand ceremony on Sunday last, with the captains of India from Mumbai being felicitated, and among various other programs where the fireworks and musical program. Let us listen to Eddie Sequeira and his association with SK Wankhede. Sequeira sir, thank you very much and welcome to Jikko Dairies.
Thank you.
It's pleasure talking to you. So, we all know about your athletics and your exploits, and but you have some interesting stories to say about how Wankhede Stadium actually came up. Because last week, Wankhede, the Mumbai Cricket Association was celebrating the 50 years of the existence of Wankhede Stadium. What story do you have to say?
Well, I was very much connected with SK Wankhede because he was my president and I was the secretary of Greater Bombay Amateur Athletic Association. He used to like me, and when I found that the BCS Stadium was not there at that particular time, I told him that, sir, we require an athletic stadium, which he says, yes, Eddie, we'll put up an athletic stadium here. So that I told him that put an athletic stadium and football can be run in the center. And he agreed for that. And he says, yes, we will do it, that stadium. And after some 6-7 months,
so this was before 1974?
Yeah, 74, before 74. And then he told me, Eddie, I'm going to build up a cricket stadium. And there, I told him that, sir, you have a CCI, cricket stadium. Why are you wanting to build up another cricket stadium? We require an athletic track. He says, no. He says, he had a fight with Vijay Merchant. I don't know what the fights are for the extra seats and all that. Eddie, I'm going to build it up. And so he says, okay, I'm going to build it up. So I said, okay, sir, whatever you say that, you're going to build this stadium. And then I was very much close associated with him. And whenever he used to come, I was working for Bombay House. For nearly 38 years I worked there. And whenever he used to come to Bombay House, I used to bring him up because he wanted to see Mr. J.R.D. Tata. I used to bring him up every time. And also, when Palkiwala was there, he was coming to see Palkiwala because he was chairman of the ACCC. So there, he says, Eddie, you have been working here. I said, yes, sir, no problem here. Tata is one which I worked for 38 years. And anything that you want, don't forget, whenever you come to Bombay House, please let me know.
Okay. So finally, the Wankhede Stadium came up, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, the Wankhede Stadium came up, and then he had given me a form to be a founder member. And I became the founder member by paying 500 rupees.
Okay. So what does that entitle you to as a founder member of Wankhede Stadium?
Wankhede Stadium, and
Okay.
then this membership was transferred to the Garware Clubhouse.
Okay.
So I am a member of the Garware Clubhouse also.
Okay. And your athletics exploits, and you also would have come across with cricketers during your athletics days.
Yes, many cricketers.
So can you recall those moments?
Well, I had Dilip Sardesai, whom I really trained for physical training in CCI. Then Sandeep Patel, and all the cricketers were Tatars. And we used to meet together always. Ravi Shastri used to always tell me, Eddie, oh, Eddie, tum Wankhede ka aadmi hai. So he knew when I was coming to the cricket stadium, I used to take Wankhede's signature because we wanted some money for my athletic meets. And so I used to go and collect the check.
Okay. And you were also mentioning about training Dilip Sardesai before a West Indies tour, and he what was it about?
No,
What kind of
what
training
happened
was that?
is that Dilip Sardesai, he said, Sardesai said, Eddie, I want the physical fitness. And I was training at the CCI ground.
Okay.
So he's saying, I'll come in the morning to train with you. And I told him, if you're coming for physical training with me, you should come every day. So he came for 1 month of physical training and all that. And afterwards, he went for cricket outside and he scored 100 runs.
Okay.
That is this is what the fitness is. Between the runs,
Right.
wicket.
Between the wickets, running between the wickets.
Running between the wickets.
So you have a contribution to Dilip Sardesai's Test century in the West Indies. So that
Yeah.
must be that must have been the 1971 tour where India won for the first ever time under Ajit Wadekar in the West Indies.
Yeah. And then in 1972, I went for the Olympic Games.
That's right. Yeah.
At
So
Munich.
unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
So what did you see?
Where?
The Olympics, Munich, and the attacks.
Well, it was on the 5th of September, 1972, where I was sleeping and preparing myself to run for a medal. At 3 o'clock was my event. And at that particular time, at 4:21 exactly in the morning, there was a lot of noise everywhere. Run away, run away, run away. And I opened my window and saw people jumping from first floor, jumping, going out and all that. And I said, what is happening? We were all scared. And then I thought it was something on Pakistan attacking in 1971. So we were all scared of that. And then at 5 on the 5th, there was an announcement in the village that today's events are postponed to the 6th.
Okay.
And so I ran the 5,000 meters on the 6th. And after that, we had a closing ceremony on the next day.
Right.
And when I told Shri Ram, who was there with me, let's go for the closing ceremony because both of us are there. So, and then there was an Indian flag, and there was somebody announced saying that anybody from India is there, please come to the announcer's table. And then when I went there, they said, your Indian flag is there, somebody has to hold it. So in the closing ceremony, I held the flag.
So you were the flag bearer.
I was a flag bearer.
Wow, wonderful.
And it was a great thing to hold the flag for India. And I brought the flag back to us and gave it to the Secretary of the Indian Federation.
Right. So that's wonderful. Very, very fond memories, and thanks for sharing, Sequeira sir. And thank you very much. Take care.